Hey everybody, this is Robot here. You probably stumbled across this video either because you purchased a FACO windscreen, or you just follow our channel, or maybe you just want to see how to install windscreens. Again, I'm from Vespa Motorsport, scooterwest.com here in San Diego. We sell quite a bit of both the original equipment accessories and aftermarket accessories, especially out of Italy. Here I have a FACO windscreen. This is their most deluxe model. They make it for many different models. They're all pretty much patterned after each other, just various fitments. As you can see, this is for the Sprint. It's got the trapezoid headlight cut out. This is the twin screen. It's a very, very popular windscreen, especially among the GTS 300 crowd. Part number on this is SP18F-twin. So what's so neat about it? It's like a robot. Say you want a little bit more weather protection, you can slide up the clear blade, get a little bit more weather protection. Say you want an easy ride, just slide it right down. So that's the neat feature. It's kind of got a lot going on, so it's not for everybody. Some people don't like all the robot action going on over here. I'm going to show how to assemble any of the FACO windscreens. They're all pretty straightforward to assemble. They're all very similar. FACO is out of Bologna, Italy. They've been making windscreens for vintage Vespas for years and years. Now they make the full line of windscreens for the Piaggio products. Not quite as elegant as the original Vespa ones. The quality is good on them. And they're definitely a little bit better and more value priced. So you get a little bit better, functionality out of some of these windscreens, such as this twin screen, for less money than the comparable Vespa windscreen. Again, there's 4 different variations of this windscreen. The Twin Shield, the SP18F-SM. So this is the small windscreen that's smoked. Similar size to just the tinted blade that comes on the twin screen. And again, I'll have these all installed on another video. You'll be able to see the various sizes. Similar size to the tall Piaggio windscreen. The SP18 Clear. A little bit shorter than the full size windscreen. You can see it's all clear, it doesn't have the tinted lower. And again, I'll show that mounted on the scooter. Like I said, all the hardware is pretty much the same between all these, just slight variations. The twin screen obviously has got the extra movement that goes between the 2 arms. So with any of the FACO hardware kits, you're going to have a pair of rods and a complete hardware kit. Again, these are specifically matched to the windshield blade. The rods are slightly different sizes between the different kits, but they all assemble pretty much the same. So these are the rubber spacers that go between the windscreen. You have some plastic screws and some plastic buttons. The rest of the parts are part of the rods here. So you can see the rods. They're ID'd. They're not necessarily ID'd for left and right, but if you're mounting it, this is the front of the scooter, this would be your right rod right here. So start holding the rod with this direction. You got the split washer on the large bolt. Drop the cone with the taper facing the threads of the bolt. Expansion plug, threads right on. And with the FACO windscreens, I like to build them on the scooter. I find it's a little bit easier. So I'll show you the next steps to putting it all together on the scooter here. So the expansion plugs needs to be loose, and we're going to go ahead and install the expansion plug. Obviously you want to miss the body work. You can see I have the outside of the rod facing the lever. I'm holding a long Allen in there. Take extra care. You want to tap this in. And right when it changes the note, you're bottomed out. And that's right where you want it. And just take extra care when you're tightening this. And again, I'm not going to tighten this all the way. See how that's moving? You want it just where it moves a little bit. And see that? It's kind of getting pretty tight right there. And we'll repeat with the other side. Again, taking some sort of Allen kind of makes it easier. There's probably other ways, you know, to do this. Using my hand to support the rod because you don't want it dragging against the scooter. Holding the Allen key because I don't want that falling on the scooter. The reason I'm using the Allen key is trying to hammer right up in here, you're likely to cause damage to the scooter. So again, holding the rod and tightening. And with a wrench like this, if it drops out, it could likely fall on your fender. I'm hanging on to it the whole time to prevent that. If you're worried about dropping tools onto the bodywork of the scooter, it may be best to cover up the scooter with like a towel or a blanket of some sort. Put a pair of these on both of those, and they have enough of a friction fit that they kind of just stay in place. Every once in a while, I've seen one that's poorly molded. You'll see a little bit of flashing on. And you can cut the flashing off if you like, or trim it with some sort of knife. Sometimes they won't fit on the rod. You can just go in there and clean it up. Obviously, you don't want to go as far as enlarging the hole with a drill unless it's absolutely necessary. Sometimes I find they have a little bit of trouble getting over the top of these rods right here. We'll take a rag. I do this two-handed, holding the windscreen. Clean hands, you want to hold your windscreen. And you have all your screws. You know, they're all on these trees here, kind of like the old days of a model. You have the plastic hard spacer. You have the larger rubber. So plastic screw, plastic spacer, the larger of the two rubber. Yeah, and you could prepare a couple of those before you put the windscreen on. You're just going to need a pair of them to start. And then you're going to need a pair of the small ones. So, and maybe you have a partner help you do this, hold the windscreen while you're assembling the windscreen. So you can see I'm pretty close. And you could set some of your goodies there. Don't do that. Put the assembled spacer, and you can see there's this side and the side with the ridge. So the ridge goes towards the rods. Included with the windshield kit is a 6mm Allen, or you could use your own if you like. Obviously, you need an 8mm Allen to put the two tubes in, but now I'll go off to the other side. Much easier once you get one of them in there. So I'm going to have these kind of towards the top of the, you see where the metal's close to flush on the top here. And it gives me a good indication if I have the windscreen in the right spot. You can see it's a little on the tight side down here. Touching the windscreen, everything's still loose right now. So this is the perfect time to kind of get your positioning right. See how I'm shifting the rods and the gaps, you know, similar gaps all the way around. And that's about where I want it. So I'll go ahead and tighten these a little bit more. You don't want to get too crazy. You know, you see I'm not flipping the wrench around to get a ton of torque on these plastic screws. And you can see the rubber kind of grips the screw, so it kind of holds it in place. And kind of steer it in the right spot, get it started. And once you tighten these up, it grips onto the rod. So in order to install any of the FACO windscreens, you're going to need one of the MI200-PR kits. We have 3 different kits available. We have an inexpensive kit that just removes the front turn signals and turns these into the factory European signals, removes those pods. We have a standard kit that uses the red lenses, and then we have a deluxe kit that has clear lenses. So MI200-PR, anytime you install one of these FACO windscreens on a US market or North American market scooter, you're going to need to remove or relocate those pods. Preferably just install one of the kits. And once you have the position correct, you can go ahead and snug the 2 fasteners. If any of these windscreens, it's a good idea to come back and check those occasionally. You don't want to have the windscreen coming loose on one of those bumpy roads. So I have the SP18F-Twin, the twin screen, the fully adjustable FACO windscreen for the Sprint. I have it partly assembled. Again, just follow most of the basic steps of the other style windscreen. The only addition is you have this intermediate movable windscreen half. You can see how I've assembled it. There's going to be rubber spacers. You can see the convex. You have to get this all on the correct side. There's a plastic spacer with a screw, a nylock nut that goes in each one of these wells, pretty much repeats 4 times. And in here, you drop the 8mm nut in there, and then you thread the knob into that. So you have this all ready assembled, everything kind of loose down here. You could leave these all tight. And we'll go ahead and install the pair of rods in the scooter, and I'll show you how to build this windscreen and put it all together on the scooter. So go ahead and install the plugs. You can see the rod is towards the outside. You know, there's a left and a right for these rods. Repeat. So I have a pair of vertical rods here. Start by assembling this windscreen, much like the other one. You can see these are all loose at this point. And just drop this down. And again, if you're worried about the windshield touching the painted plastic, you can put a rag on it just for temporary measures. Next, take your movable blade. You see the knobs. I'm sitting on the scooter. They face me. And you're going to need to wiggle things around a little bit to get everything to kind of fall into place and fit. Pull the knobs out and go ahead and slide that down. And go ahead and engage the 2 upper rods. And I'll just set them at this point, you know, like flush, so we end up with a pretty even gap all the way around the headlight. 6mm Allen, one that's included with the scooter, works just, or not the scooter, excuse me, with the kit, works just fine. They don't need to be all that tight, just enough to snug them in place. Make sure this works fine. No problems. Give it a little bit of alignment, get the gaps looking perfect. Then come back in here and give these the final snug. Again, just like I spoke of earlier, you want to come back and check all these fasteners later. Make sure the windshield still works. Anytime you're not using the windscreen, you do want to tighten these knobs because they tend, I've had people ask for replacement knobs because they've vibrated away. So to remove the FACO windscreens, they're a little bit different. They have an expansion plug that tends to want to fall apart. You want to unscrew the Allen fastener. Don't push in on it is what I found. Just carefully unscrew it. I got to a point where it's unthreading pretty easily. You see the rag in there keeping the loose windscreen from dragging on your handlebar plastics. Make sure you don't have any of the tools falling on your scooter there. And at this point, they're just about hand tight. Nice thing is you could kind of just reach those things. Sometimes I've had these plugs fall apart and I'd need to use a slide hammer on them to pull them out. A little difficult, but if you're very careful, not putting any pressure on the plug, you'll be able to carefully unscrew the fastener, just like I did with this one side. Turn it a little bit on this side. I'm still holding the windscreen here. And this pretty much applies with all FACO windscreens for any of the modern Vespas here that use the expansion plug kind of system. Okay, that one just came loose. So without grinding the windscreen or anything on the bodywork, just carefully pull it out. And the reason I was holding it, I didn't want my cone spacers to fall into the scooter body or down the front of the scooter. So now you know the windshield's off. Problem is you still have the expansion plug in the scooter itself. You can see the red plastic spacer. So ideally, carefully thread this in just by hand. And once it's threaded in, you can take a small mallet and you'll be able to carefully wiggle these out. And there you go. Now the expansion plug successfully pulled out without damage. Sometimes you'll have this part split. And I'll show you how I do it in the workshop here. Just in the interest of doing it really quick, or if I have one that's quite jammed up. Again, thread that in. Give it a little tap. I have a small slide hammer, which isn't a common tool that you'd find in a home workshop. And the idea of using a tool like this is just to aid the speed. And it's a reverse hammer. It's just pretty much putting a shock wave. Pulls it out a little quicker than by hand. Just showing you how a tool that you don't necessarily need to remove these plugs. So that's how you remove any of the FACO windscreens. So some of the tools you're going to need, basic simple tools to install or remove a FACO windshield. You're going to need a large 8mm Allen key. It could either be a T-handle like this or even just the basic L wrench. And included with any of the FACO windshield kits, you'll need a 6mm wrench. One is included with a kit, or you can use your own fancy one. With the twin screen, there's a couple Phillips screws on it, so you're going to need a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. To tap these lovely expansion plugs into place, you're going to need a small mallet, engaged with the screwdriver here. So that's pretty much it. Pretty simple tools to install. Follow my steps. Should be a pretty straightforward install, whether you go for one of these FACO windshields or watch our other video. Check out the installation for the Piaggio windshields. Until next time, it's a robot here. Vespa Motorsport, scooterwest.com. Check out all these fine products on our website, scooterwest.com. Follow us on Instagram, Vespa Motorsport. Follow me on Instagram, Robot Vespa. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Lots of other good videos. I think we're well over 400 videos at this point, all Vespa related.